All right, my beautiful people, this is ERGJ, your certified financial educator here with ERGJ, here with ERGJ Enterprises. We are back tonight, going through on our financial book club on the night shift, going through The Richest Man in Babylon. Now, of course, this episode is brought to you by True Detergent. That's right, TRUE. This is a black-owned and manufactured detergent here in the Atlanta area. We're doing free shipping or free delivery in the Atlanta area. It's 101 ounces of loads here for $15. That means that it's 15 cents per wash. If you're interested in getting that, give us a call at 678-851-2400. True Detergent. All right, here's the deal, guys. What's going on, Aaron? How are you? What's going on, Miss Burton? We are, again, this is the book. And if anybody would ever ask me what book do I recommend, this is the book that changed my financial life. So I decided I was going to share with you guys as we go through our night shift. I know I'm reading another book in the morning, but this is so important that I want to make sure we went through it. So it's The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. It was written back in 1926. What I love about books like this is they stood the test of time. Principles never change, even though strategies do. Hey, what's going on, Michael? And so this is the book that made the biggest impact in my life to change the way that I dealt with money, live with money, gave me a strategy to deal with money that's helped me to be financially successful. So anyway, where we pick up at on this as we begin, and we're on page 25. I know there's some people want to know what page we're on page 25. Yesterday we picked up on where Arcad, who was the richest man in Babylon, he was about to start taking over the estate for Alchemist, who was the money lender. And Arcad was now talking to his friends about what he did or principles that he learned along the way. So he was trying to share his knowledge with his peers because they were wondering, why are you rich and we're not? We grew up together. We went to school together. We worked just like you. And he was sharing with them the things that he learned. And what he said was he was determined to learn about money. That was one of the things. And then when we last picked off, here we go. We last picked off on page 25. His friends asked me, says, what then do you advise us to do that we also may become rich? Asked still another of his friends. The years have passed and we are no longer younger men and have nothing put by. And I advise that you take the wisdom of Alchemist and say to yourselves, a part of all that I earn is mine to keep. A part of all that I earn is mine to keep. Say it in the morning when you first arise. Say it at noon. Say it at night. Say it each hour of every day. Say it to yourself until the words stand out like letters of fire across the sky. A part of all that I earn is mine to keep. Impress yourself with the idea. Fill yourself with the thought. Then take whatever portion seems wise. Let it be not less than 1/10 and lay it by. Arrange your other expenditures to do this if necessary, but lay by that portion first. Soon you will realize what a rich feeling it is to own a treasure upon which you alone have claim. As it grows, it will stimulate you. A new joy of life will thrill you. Greater efforts will come to you to earn more. For of your increased earnings, will not the same percentage also be yours to keep? So here's the deal. Once you start to develop this habit of creating wealth, this habit of saving, it builds and builds and builds. And then next thing you know, you have capital that you can actually capitalize on opportunities when they arise. See, right now, many of us are in positions where we don't have the capital. So opportunities come and we say, oh, we don't have the money. But if you practice the art of saving, the habit of saving, it becomes a part of your lifestyle. No matter how much you earn, no matter how little you earn, pay yourself first, then you'll find that you'll be in a position to capitalize when opportunities come past your way. Matter of fact, there's a story about a guy who made $12 an hour, who's now has over $500,000 because he learned a simple principle that no matter how much I make, I'm going to pay myself first. Then learn to make your treasure work for you. Make it your slave. Many of us are slaves to our money, but he's saying make money your slave. Make its children and its children's children work for you. Ensure an income for thy future. Look thou at the age and forget not that in the days to come you also will be numbered among them. Therefore, invest your treasure with greatest caution that it not be lost. Usurious or exponential rates of return are deceitful sirens that sing, but to lure the unwary upon the rocks and loss of remorse. In other words, he's saying, be on the lookout for people that say they can get you crazy returns. He basically saying that those should be sirens that go off in your head that says, be wary. Provide also for thy family. Let me repeat this, because I think it's important that you realize this. The tortoise beats the hare every time. Many of you guys want returns just like that, and it may come, but the tortoise beats the hare every time. Every time. Not once in a million times. Every time. That's why Warren Buffett is the third richest man in the world. He's the tortoise. Year after year. Year after year. And he's still the third richest man in the world, all from pretty much investing. Yeah, greatest salesman in the world as well. I got that one too. So provide also for thy family may not want, so your family may not want should the gods call thee into the realms. In other words, life insurance. That's what he's talking about now. For such protection, it is always possible to pay provision with small payments at regular intervals. Therefore, the provident man delays not in the expectation of a large sum becoming available for such a wise purpose. Counsel with wise men. Seek the advice of men whose daily work is handling money. How many times do you talk to somebody who deals with money on a regular basis? Let them save you from such an error as I myself made in entrusting my money to the judgment as mirror, the big brickmaker. A small return and a safe one is far more desirable than risk. A small return and a safe one is far more desirable than risk. Enjoy life while you are here. Do not overstrain or try to save too much. If 1/10 of all you earn is as much as you can comfortably keep, be content to keep this portion. Live otherwise according to your income, and let not yourself be niggardly and afraid to spend. Life is good and life is rich with things worthwhile and things to enjoy. His friends thanked him and he went away. Some were silent because they had no imagination and could not understand. Do you have an imagination? Can you understand these wise words? And imagine what can happen in your life if you just pick up the habit of saving, paying yourself first, at least 1/10 of all that you earn. Some were sarcastic because they thought that one so rich should divide with old friends not so fortunate. But some had in their eyes a new light. And here's a question for you. Are you the person that's silent with no imagination? Are you the person that's sarcastic on these simple, wise truths? Or are you the person that has some new light in your eyes? They realized that Alchemist had come back each time to the room of the scribes because he was watching a man work his way out of darkness and into the light. When that man had found the light, a place awaited him. No one could fill that place until he had for himself worked out his own understanding until he was ready for opportunity. Let me read that again. They realized that the money lender had come back in time to the room of the scribes because he was watching a man work his way out of darkness and into light. And I got to ask you right now, if you are in darkness as it relates to your finances, are you first willing to work? And is there evidence of your work that other people can see that you're working your way to the light? Now, we just had a session where we presented with people a plan to get them from darkness to light. But it's up to them to work their way from darkness into light. When that man had found the light, a place awaited him. When you find your light, there's a place that's awaiting for you. No one could fill that place until he had for himself worked out in his own understanding until he was ready for opportunity. So those of you that are watching right now, I want you to put in the comments below, ready for opportunity. That's right, ready for opportunity. You got to work yourself out of darkness into light so that you are ready for opportunity. These latter were the ones who in the following years frequently revisited Arcad, who received them gladly. He counseled with them and gave them freely of his wisdom, as men of broad experience are always glad to do. And he assisted them in so investing their savings that it would bring in a good interest with safety and would neither be lost nor entangled in investments that paid no dividends. So he was talking about income investing in page 28. The turning point in these men's lives came upon that day when they realized the truth that had come from Algamesh, the moneylender, to Arcad, who was the richest man in Babylon, and then from Arcad to them. And here was that wise truth. A part of all that you earn is yours to keep. It's been repeated every day that we've been in this so far. A part of all that you earn is yours to keep. We say it this way: pay yourself first. He gave us a percentage on what to pay. Pay yourself at least 10% of all that you earn. And I understand that you're going to give 10% penance to the guys, or to basically that's going to be your tithe or your charity that you're going to give it to. But he's also saying, pay yourself. How many of you pay yourself first? Pay the God that's in you first, as well as still have some available to pay or to make contributions to your charity or to pay your tithes or whatever the case may be. So that right there is 2/10, right? You got 1/10 that goes to your church, it goes to God or goes to charity, but then you have another 10th of your earnings that should come to you. Pay yourself first. A part of all that you earn is yours to keep. We're going to stop right there, guys. When we pick up tomorrow, we're going to be starting on the 7 cures for a lean purse. That's right, the 7 cures for a lean purse. This one here isn't, I don't know. We'll just take it as it comes. We're going to go through the first beginnings of it before we get to the first cure. We're going to go through the 7 cures in a clean purse. But again, this is the book that I recommend that everyone gets. And of course, if I'm recommending it and you don't have it, you can get it through us here at www.ergj.net. This is the book that changed my financial life. You see how small it is? It's an easy read, but all you got to do is read it. And even if you don't read it, just come watch us. I'll read it to you. I know you want a lullaby. You want a good night shift. But anyway, this is ERGJ, your certified financial educator from ERGJ Enterprises. Again, this is your financial book club here on the night shift. Again, today's episode is brought to you by True Detergent. That's right, black-owned and manufactured detergent, 101 loads for $15. I mean, 15 cents per wash. Question is, TRUE, have you made the switch? We're here making deliveries in the Atlanta area, free delivery in the Atlanta area. And of course, you give us a call at 678-851-2400. Hey, guys, a part of all that you earn is yours to keep. Make sure that you put yourself in position that you can work yourself from darkness into light so you can be ready for opportunity. Have a good night.